Every day is supposed to be Valentine's, as a matter of fact. Mine was so special. Of course, I spent mine at work on Wednesday. I was at work. My students gave me lovely cards. But one very, very special thing that I received from one of my students was very big chocolate. Big chocolate. Round chocolate. Now, I just came into the classroom and my students gave it to me. What she said was so, so remarkable. Miss Dika, my auntie gave me this chocolate and I don't like peanuts. I'm allergic to peanuts. That was what she was telling me. Say, I'm allergic to peanuts. Yes, of course I know. So I now thought about you and I said, let me bring it to Miss Dika. That made me so special. So special that she even thought about me. Let me bring it. Valentine. That was the only present that I got on that day. You can't believe it. The only present. I brought that big chocolate. Got excited. Brought it home. So I just said to my son, yeah, I brought you chocolate. My son grabbed it. Oh, gave mommy a hug. Oh, Mom, I love you. Thank you. Mom, I'm going to give it to somebody special. Really? Mom is not special? Who is that special person? It was so funny, But thank God that I have students that make me feel special, Anyway, what I'm trying to talk about today is it's good for us to appreciate the students, the people around us, despite their disability, They know when you genuinely love them. You need to show them love. You need to show them love. Don't think because they have disability, they don't know. You treat them just anyhow. They know when you love them. I'm going to tell you a quick story. This, where I worked before, over 10 years ago, there was this student that I had. Very big student. I think it was 20 years or 21 years then. He very aggressive, very, very aggressive. Big, non-verbal. Of course, when they are non-verbal, they need a way to express it, very, very aggressive. He will hit people and all that. But I was his teacher. That student never hit me, never. I had lovely, supportive staff that were always around, making sure they protect Miss Dika. Always around. They didn't want anybody to touch me. But that student, everybody was scared of him. And even his mom put him in a group home because he was always fighting his mom and all that. But even when the mom would come, she would give me money to buy him lunch, to buy him things. She really, really loves him. Of course, there's no mother that will not love her child. But they didn't have that much connection because her husband was sick and she was spending so much time with him and neglecting him. This boy needs love. You understand? She will even come, give me money, walk away, I will be the one to now buy. The money was coming from his mom, but I was the one giving him that affection that he needed. I would take him to where he would eat and all that. It was very close to me. But one thing happened one time. The guy was always having seizures, So he has a history of seizure. And that day he had seizure. One day, talking about 10 years ago, thereabout, he had seizure. I can't forget that day. He had seizure. We called 911. We rushed him to the nearest hospital. While he was there, because he's a big kid, he was struggling with them. So they had to give him an injection to calm him down. Then, while he was down, sleeping, relaxing, I had to step away. I was the one I came with the ambulance, Then I stepped away to make a call to the group home. Call his mom, call the group home so that they can just come and relieve me so that I can leave. Because I needed to stay with my other students. I left because of him, to be with him. My staff were covering the classroom. So I now stepped away to make a call, quick call. Suddenly, the doctors and people were looking for me. Where are you? Where are you? They rushed, they looked. What happened? They said the student woke up. He was crying. Obviously, he didn't know where he was. It's a big boy. He's non-verbal. He can't talk. He was crying. But they not started telling him, because of course, they didn't know anybody around. So they said, Mrs. Dika is around. Mrs. Dika is around. Let's go get her. We're going to go get her. Then suddenly, I came back. As soon as the student saw me, he started laughing, smiling. He grabbed my hand, was pressing his heart. I'm like, don't break my hand, don't break Mr. Dika's hand. He was so excited. That was how he was able to express to me, the love. It was so amazing. You would think these kids don't even know. The moment he saw me, he said, this was a kid that was crying. Nobody, even the doctor didn't know what to do. But they knew because he didn't see a known face. That was why he was actually crying. Maybe he was wondering, where am I? As soon as he saw me, everybody, even the doctor was like, don't leave now. I'm like, what's happening to this group home people? Let them come so that I can go back to work. I couldn't leave him. He held on to my hand. He didn't want me to leave. That really made me feel very, very special. We need to show these kids so much love. So much love. You think they're fighting. You will think these kids don't love you. And they fight. Your parents are frustrated. They don't, they feel their their children don't love them. They're fighting them. If you show them love, extreme love, these children, a lot of those behaviors will be minimized. What is lacking is love. I know of one student who will come to the classroom, will say, hey, my mom is always telling me, that one could talk. He said his mom is always telling him that I'm a bad boy. My mom will stay with the other children. She will just neglect me. You think they don't know? That made him very, very aggressive towards his mom. That made him very aggressive. He will come and tell me. He will be crying. My mom thinks I'm a bad boy. She's always saying that I'm aggressive. She doesn't even want to talk to me. She will pull all the other students away from me that they don't want me to hurt them. I will tell him, no, you're a good kid. You're not a bad kid. The guy felt so very, very comfortable with me, talking with us, me and my staff, not even talking and dealing with his own parents. Parents, those disruptive behavior that you're seeing, aggressive behavior, it could be as a result of lack of love that you're showing your children. Show them so much love. They understand. Yeah, they have behavior. Just look for strategies you can use to help them, to help yourself and to help them. Anyway, still we see